Yo, what's going on, Blackish University? It's your boy B coming at you with another reaction. This one's a little bit different. I wanted to do a reaction on an artist, that being Tyler, the Creator. Someone that I took a hip hop class at Northern Illinois University, and even the professor was just in love with Tyler and the music that he's putting out. I only really know his commercial hits. I have a 13-year-old son, and Tyler is his number two favorite rapper of all time. And I've been learning a bit more about Childish Gambino, and I'm a student of hip-hop. I love the music. I'm a bit older. I'm 39. I was born in 1982. And I think I have a different perspective when I hear of a younger artist. But I hear big things about Tyler. I hear he's doing a lot of big things in the industry. My son, as well as other adults, said he should be Album of the Year. So I'm going to do a review of all of Tyler's work. And the order that I heard that I should do it in starts with Bastard. And I hear there's a storyline with 3 or 4 of his projects. But I wanted to check this out first. This is the evolution of Tyler. Now, this is from what's called Genius News, and it just kind of gives me a little bit of backstory on him before we get started. So without further ado, hopefully you're a Tyler fan or just a fan of good music, and we're going to check him out together and just learn a bit more about who he is, what makes him tick, and where he gets his influence with music. This man is crazy.
In May 2019, Tyler the Creator dropped his 5th studio album. With its standout production, lyrical vulnerability, and impressive list of mysterious collaborators, Igor scored Tyler his first #1 album from the Billboard 200. Over the years, Tyler has forged his own path in hip-hop, crossing genres and surpassing expectations. So we decided to take a look back and track the evolution of the sound in this side. The Los Angeles native began as a rambunctious leader of Odd Future, a collective of Southern California teenagers like Earl Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean, Sid, Donald Genesis, Taco, and more. Tyler created the group's first ever without Future tape in 2008.
Wow, he's better than again.
Other niggas suck. It's very offensive. You niggas defensive. But if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen.
The lyrics are full of offbeat humor, as well as violence, misogyny, and homophobia. So much so, they were banned from New Zealand and
My lyrics aren't offensive. Are they? No. Some people find it offensive, don't they?
Yeah, some people find everything offensive.
Okay.
there are Orthodox rapper presents and performances.
Yo, shout out to that, right? There's always someone. Man, I was around my prime when I was a teen. Eminem came out. And man, I heard it from every which way that he's destroying the fabric of society and our culture. And it's just like, did you ever stop to think that so many other things were wrong in his world that he's just reporting on, right? Don't kill the messenger. If he's talking to you about homophobia, misogyny, yeah, he might have a twist on it so that real, people understand what he's saying and he can influence an audience. But why not get to the root of the problem of why people are so homophobic or why there's so much misogyny in hip hop? Don't bash the person that's telling you about it, right?
That's in the music industry.
They're scared.
Critics and even Tyler himself called their shock factor a gimmick, but it didn't stop him from establishing a rabid fan base.
Kill
Group's
people,
YouTube
burn
and Tumblr
people,
presence
fuck
allowed them
school.
to directly connect with their fans, sharing an inside look at their daily lives.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy T Dollars. Here on the shoot for the hype video. Yo, it's about to be major. Up all night. The practice in the house.
They consistently release new music and visuals on their social accounts, all helmed and directed by the frontman Tyler under the moniker Wolf Hater.
I'm getting money, nigga. At the fucking mall. 40 bitches on my nutsack. Put up on a motherfucking unicorn.
In 2009, Tyler dropped his debut mixtape Bastard, referencing vivid scenes of violence and his broken relationship with his father.
I'm telling it's my house, give her a tour in my basement and keep that bitch locked up in my storage. Wait for it recorded to edit it with bullshit.
This is what the devil plays before he goes to sleep. Some food for thought, this food for death. Go ahead and fucking eat. My father's dead, well, I don't know, we'll never fucking meet.
While still creating music about future, Tyler dropped his debut studio album Goblin in 2011.
I'm excited for the review, the
Nathan
reaction.
this clip won him a Video Music Award for Best New Artist that year.
Wolf Haley robbing them. I'll crash that fucking airplane at that faggot nigga Bob's and then stab Bruno Mars in his goddamn esophagus and won't stop until the cops come in.
But everyone wasn't a fan. Sarah, Tegan, and Sarah called out his homophobic language, to which he responded with this tweet.
When I say that word, I'm not thinking of someone's sexual orientation or anything. It's just another word that has no meaning.
And in his trademark deep voice, he continued using acts of necrophilia to describe feelings of love and lust.
Gorgeous, baby, you're gorgeous. I just want to drag your like his body to the floor. I want to take you, but that's because I'm in love with you.
He also rapped about depression and suicide with his alter egos Wolf Haley and Dr. TC, both recurring characters in his early works.
Ending it is all I fucking think about. That's the shit I think about. All alone, fall until my motherfucking eyes bleed. That's the shit I think about. You know, everybody thinks about dark shit. Why, when somebody finally fucking says it, it's such a big deal, you know?
With his sophomore effort, Wolf, in 2013, Tyler delivered a more well-rounded and refined project.
Sorry, I'm passing the pressure for no goddamn reason. It's that my mood changed like you goddamn seed when I fall for you. But I love you.
That mask is creepy.
Like in the Tamale video, he wrote himself in blackface and blurted out, followed by him bouncing on Long's butt, which he called, quote, modern-day blackface, to show the absurdity of what is and isn't.
Wow.
When she comes over, I take picture. Instantly put it on Instagram and sequence her off a building if I get burned.
I was finished with Wolf and I was like, yo, this album is missing something. It's missing annoying. It's missing me.
And while he continued to experiment with his music, the rapper began to branch out. Lawyer Squad, a more polished version of the often shown clips, hit Adult Swim. He directed a Mountain Dew commercial, and the t-shirt line Golf Wang evolved into Golf, a full-fledged fashion brand in store, showing Tyler's range as a creator.
I'm Jim Richards Dick,
And I'm Storin Horn Bodorin.
and we're doing play-by-plays here in the sunny streets of Los Angeles. Oh,
Fucking rappers got stylists because they gave big for themselves. See, they don't have an identity, so they needed some help.
2015 brought Tyler's third and most critically divisive album, Cherry Bomb. The project is different from his earlier works, drawing on varying musical influences and blowing his success. Cherry Bomb's tracklist boasted a heavy roster of Tyler's influence, like Pharrell Williams, Kanye West, and Roy Ayers, as well as collaborators like Hal Lucci and Slow Hollow's Austin Feinstein.
I think what I admire most about Tyler, how dedicated he is, how much he really wants to make something meaningful that's going to be lasting. He really hones in on making sure the whole thing is exactly how he wants it to be.
The rock influence drew in the lead singer of the Black Lips, Cole Alexander, lending his vocals to the opening track. As well as the punk rap group Death Grips on Run.
Got blood rushed in my head, they hot like popping off the fucking block. That clock and wristed, watch me top off.
Cherry Bomb's subject matter was largely different from his previous works, trading misogyny for bars about expensive cars and jewelry. In response to a fan's critique about his shift, he said, quote, "Oh, it was cool when I was raping girls and telling you how sad I was on records, but when shit changes and I'm feeling great and I fuck with myself, you can't do it." But despite the negative response, it's one of his favorite records.
Yo, what the fuck happened to you, dog? Like, I like Answer when you cried about your dad, and then this song when you were sad and when you were broke and shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, like that was cool 4 years ago, but like, life is really cool right now.
And whether it's issues with his
Rich,
alcoholism or
bitch.
overcoming depression, Tyler often talks about deeper subjects, revealing bits of himself, and that's what resonates with his fans. In an interview, he even called himself, quote, "a big fucking crybaby," and for some reason, people like listening to it. With the release of his fourth studio album, Flower Boy, in 2017, Tyler continued to explore that vulnerability by addressing his sexuality, though fans weren't sure if he was trolling.
Next time I've been kissing white boys for 2004. Been since we came out with the face on the beat like a freight proof. Gone, but it's still gone.
Just learned a
With
bit
his past
about
musical
Tyler.
stars, these lines were shocking to most listeners. But Tyler had alluded to his sexuality before on Wolf's Download 23 in 2015, and then a tweet and another song 2 years later.
How can I be homophobic?
And shout out to Little Brando, who actually put me on Tyler and got me checking his music out a bit more. So,
Song 2
hey.
years later.
How can I be homophobic when my boyfriend's a we've been hiding in the closet like I'm passionate fast shit. Yeah, but I'm in a dude, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't even.
Black dudes only?
I don't even like black people at all. I'm in the white house.
Flower Boy was a signal of growth for the artist as a producer, with Tyler producing the whole album. He maintained
Shout
the
out to
signature
the
back
fact
end
that he can actually not just come out, but be up, forward about these things, right? Because back in the day, 10, 20 years ago, let alone be gay or somebody questioning that you were gay might have ended your career. But he's actually joking with it, right? He's like, nah, I don't like black dudes. I like white boys. He's having fun with this. And shout out to him for being who he wants to be and just taking it to another level here.
That's Who Dat Boy, while providing them a lot of hits like See You Again.
I just wanted to produce and just have people sing, and that's all I want to listen to. So I kept all my rap verses short, and everything I said, I made sure it was really ridiculously important. And I think that's what people kind of like about it this time around, because it's like nothing funny.
2019 brought Tyler's critically acclaimed Igor, which charts the journey of a relationship as the most cohesive piece to date. It also earned him his highest charting Hot 100 song with Earthquake, peaking at number 13.
I heard that one.
Fans and critics praised Tyler, who'd written and arranged all the album's production, further expanding his use of melodies and chords.
I think my favorite part that I've done musically thus far is on New Magic Wand. And when that low end bass come in, bro, every time it gets me.
But he still found pockets for his eyes. For some, Igor is a reinvention of Tyler, the Creator. But looking back at his career, it seems like this was his plan all along.
It kind of all led up to this. It's so interesting. A lot of people like, oh, like the early stuff sounds so different from the new stuff or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think it's a through line through stuff from Bastard up until Igor. Now, some may say number 9 don't sound like 5, but that's because they look surface level at what's the through line and thread and aren't looking at it from a different angle.
I'm Delisa with Genius News, bringing you the meaning and the knowledge behind the music.
Yo, that's deep, and I gotta say, it's got me really interested to check out this guy's work. The only 2 songs that I've heard was one I think called Flower. No, not Flower Boy. It was the Garden Shed. I listened to that, and then Earthquake, which I actually did a reaction on this channel with my son. He's the one that actually told me about that song. So I honestly am really ignorant on his music. Some of it, I like the vibes, I like the sound, but I don't know a lot of it, so we're going to react to it together. Without further ado, we're going to start off by exploring Bastard, which I guess there's a sequence in which you should be listening to his music. So different people have different opinions, but it sounds like for the most part, you start with Bastard to understand some of his earlier work. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get to it. Make sure to like and subscribe to see the next videos. We're going to do each album on its own. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe for updates, and let's get to it.